Sweet. Alright, I'm back just to show what I'm working on. Kick this off right. Just finishing up this hair. Make this basic material too to get started. Yeah. This is exactly where we left off last time. Haven't touched it. I'm pretty happy with that hair, man. It's pretty cool.
Welcome, Sunshine Meadows.
Oh shit, Sunshine Meadows! What up, Mac? What up, boy? Dude, look how bad it looks without the hair. That's how you know. Wah. Looks like fucking Dracula or Voldemort or some shit. But now he's just a dashing, goofy young buck. Still smash. Is it because of those big old DSLs? Is this priest the throat goat? Be careful, dude. This is a priest. He might fuck around and smash you, McCoy. You know how them Catholic priests be Catholic priesting. Have I shown you this sculpt at all? It's like the big scary horror sculpt with like there's like a demonic nun and shit. Let me know if you haven't seen it, and I'll pull up like the whole. I'll pull up the whole thing because this is going on. I've already like sculpted everything else. Oh cool, yeah, I'll pull it up. I'll pull it up. Why not? Let me load up another tool. This shit is sweet if I do say so myself. I tried streaming some Clash Royale this morning while I was on my phone. I can like do that on TikTok now, and that shit moves way better than sculpting art stuff. I like sculpting art stuff more because I'll like dude, like the other day I got an animator from Solar Opposites and like Angry Birds and shit on here, so I like talking about animation and games dev stuff more, but I got like so many followers and like donations and shit right off the rip playing video games. So I'm definitely gonna have to fire up that FF7. Yeah, I am pretty good at Clash though. I'm like super high ranked too, so I can like put that in my I'm like almost in actual ranked gameplay. So you're right, that does help. If I was playing Fortnite, it might not go so well. But I think I'm gonna try to stream some FF7 this break. Yeah, dude, been playing it for fucking ever. And I'm playing it anyways, I might as well go live with it. I might as well. Let me see. Where is, yeah, it's the Nun. News 07. I think this is the latest and greatest. Yeah. So I got this big scary demonic nun. Let me zoom in on her face. So that's like the freakiest part. Wow. Gnarly. You think I could have a big stream? Thank you, man. I hope so. I mean, my YouTube actually has kind of been getting better. Like, I'm getting people who are consistently coming on and like hanging out and chatting. My Twitch, or not my Twitch, my TikTok has like completely exploded. I think I've gotten like 550 new followers in like a week. And I made that $100, which is cool. And Twitch, nobody. Twitch, still just you every now and then like one spammer who comes on and is like, go to streamboo.com. Oh, there's my dog crying out here. She can hang out. Yeah, you can come hang out here, buddy. Yeah, Lulu. Yeah, thanks, man. It's been taking forever. I need to really honestly like try to finish it by like like tomorrow. Yeah, Twitch is super hard. I had one of my friends was telling me, he's like, if you have 10 people watching you like every time you Twitch, that's like pretty fire. But I'm at 0. I'm kind of hoping if I can build something of a following on other streams. I'm hoping I can like migrate them over to putting just chatting. What does that mean? Just chatting or more tags. I don't even know what that means. And honestly, there's nobody even like watching right now. Oh, just a category I stream in. Just chatting is a category? My only tag right now is English. Oh no. Oh no! Rookie shit. Oh, let's make sure I have interesting shit on the screen too. At all times, just so people don't hop off and on. I should probably do this shit off stream, but you're the only person watching right now. My only tag is English. Wah, wah, wah. Raids, let me follow. Oh, what up, Alpha? We just doing some game dev shenanigans in this motherfucker. McCoy, can I do this shit while I'm streaming? This is gonna get weird. This is gonna get real meta. This is gonna get real crazy real quick. Don't. I might just have to worry about it next time. Worry about it off stream. I don't know. I just don't know. I just don't know. Ooh. Can I just make you a mod now? That'd be sick. Oh, I got a bunch of people hopping on. Alright, y'all. Welcome to the people just joining. Doing some animation and game dev shenanigans. Let me know if y'all got any 3D modeling animation questions. Modded, dude. Modded, bro. I don't know much either. But alright. Alright, before I get lost in the sauce and really start sculpting, I always like to start my streams by shouting out some folks who let me use their music. So this is Isaac Sloan and the Sound Brigade. They're sax players, the great Denicio Trujillo. These fools are based in Denton, Texas. So if you're anywhere in the Dallas-Fort Worth, Denton area and need some fancy tune slingers to sling some tunes, follow these motherfuckers. And alright, I'm gonna hit play. Check my levels. That's gonna be way too loud. Yeah, that's gonna overpower my mic. Much better. Alright, 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 alright. So this is Isaac Sloan and the Sound Brigade. This is a 3D model. And this is Timo streaming shit. Yeah, dude, if you just want to tag it like games and art or just art or 3D modeling or animation or something other than just English, that'd be sweet. I thought I had an art tag, but I guess not. I might try to go up here and start making some power moves on the top of the hair. I've been avoiding it this whole time. So maybe I'll figure out where this wants to go next. Yeah, no rush, no sweat. Like I said, dude, it's been 0 people on Twitch this whole time, so it's no rush. It ain't no thing. Even if you wanted to help me another day, that'd be cool, but if you can help me tonight, that'd be sweet. I'm here for it. I wonder. Just be able to have these kind of weave into each other like that, and have this curl out somewhere else, maybe something like that. Yeah, let's see. Let's see what this looks like as I tease it out. And I'm just using my Damien standard brush, holding down Alt to bring it up and using it normal to press down the valleys. I'm probably gonna need a remesh pretty soon too, because you can see these are getting pretty disgusting. It's getting to a point where I can't even sculpt on it without weird stuff happening. This can be probably smoothed out and inflated, so it's more of like a tube, like some of these other masses. Oh yeah, it needs remesh. This is starting to get bad. Wow, I swear to God, my live is disconnecting and dropping like crazy. What the hell? What? Twitch stream's looking good though. I don't think it's dropping frames. I don't know if our internet just sucks, if it's overtaxed. Maybe I'll put my phone off. Seems like every time I get somebody watching, it wants to crash out. Pretty annoying. Pretty annoying. And maybe this can also taper off here, get something like that. What up, new listeners? Just doing some 3D modeling, game dev, animation shenanigans. Technically, this ain't going in a game nor a film. This is just gonna be 3D printed. Alright, I'll take a second to remesh it, because this is starting to get nasty. It's starting to get all fucked up, so we're gonna have to fix that for sure. Just make it the same number of quads and see how much it fixes that fucking nastiness up in here. Oh, it's still wants to make really weird stars and stuff, but at least it's back to quads now. At least it's back to quads, so it's actually workable again. This should kind of taper down, and actually I think all of this can get inflated and be a little bit more intense, and it's going to be like this, sort of like folds underneath that other strand of hair. Yeah, what up, Ancha? Let me know if you got any questions. And just kind of tease that back and forth. Yeah, that hair is starting to look pretty sweet. It's all starting to come together. I almost wonder, this kind of feels like it just wants to be a part of this main mass, actually. I'm gonna see if that looks okay. I'm gonna see if that looks okay. Smooth out that curve a little bit. Oh yeah, I think that's all kind of wrapping around itself naturally. Looks like this can get inflated, just kind of made a little bit more similar to the rest of that piece. I don't love what the shape is doing like right there, so I'm gonna have to figure something else out there. Maybe we can have another shape come in and intertwine right there. Maybe this shape can taper out this way instead. I talked about this a little bit on the last stream, but I really like doing hair in this way because it's really it's just really flowy. Just a really flowy, easy workflow. I'm just kind of randomly making marks and trying them out, and if they don't work, undoing it, and just kind of figuring out how the hair like wants to flow on its own. A lot of this sculpt, it's been real technical or real precise, really like getting the program to do exactly what I want it to do. But this is a bit more relaxed. This is a bit more, like I said, just like a little bit more organic. I'm just kind of filling it out, playing it by ear. I wonder if this, so this could probably make sort of that same shape in here and then come off this way and maybe start to flow back towards our part. And maybe it doesn't even go that far. Maybe we cap it like right there.
Welcome Cowboy_Country_Club.
What up, Cowboy Country Club? That Sunshine Meadows guy sounds gay. It's all a spectrum, buddy. Who is Cowboy Country Club? I know you follow me, but what's up, what's up? Do I know you in real life? Is this Colby? Is this Trey? Is this just some random cowboy? Coming close to a ban. I did make Sunshine Meadows a moderator. You gotta be careful, he's gonna go hungry. He's gonna go wild with power, dude. He's gonna go nuts with power. Yeah, you just Trey. Oh, what up, Trey? What up, Paul Ray? How the fuck you doing, buddy? How's life? How's the wife? How's the dog? And why is your name Cowboy Country Club? Fucking what? Fucking what? I was like, me at your wedding. I ain't a real cowboy. School's good, man. I pretty much just have my thesis left. Pretty much just have my thesis left. And I'm gonna be streaming that shit a lot. Started this Twitch. Do you stream golf, bro? You should stream, you should just stream Deshay driving around the golf course. That shit's really entertaining. I thought I was gonna die. I thought that fool was gonna kill me for sure. I thought he was gonna flip it like 47 times. FDNMF, welcome to the stream. Let me know if you got any game dev or animation questions. I think this actually is gonna want to kind of come sit in here. Smooth that out a little bit. You can see that geometry is getting pretty fucky again already, so I'm gonna have to remesh this shit here quick. No, he's fake. I'll tune into your golf stream, maybe. Throw it up in the background at least. Not much of a golf guy, but but I love my friends. Yeah, kind of like that. I think this is too fucking lumpy, but can maybe go fuck around this part line. I've been kind of avoiding it, kind of afraid of it. We can figure out. We can go figure out what this wants to be doing. But yeah, man, school is good. After school is gonna be the real test. Finding a job. Will I be broke and homeless and indebted forever? It's a real maybe. It's a real solid maybe. It's either that or a AAA studio, nothing in between. This needs to be more of like a curl, and not just like a deformed turd fucking clumped onto his head. Ooh, and we're starting to get some crazy storms happening outside, so we'll see. I might lose power. I might lose power anytime. Bro, I will be back. I'll be back on September 4th, homie. I'm getting in town late, but I'll be there the 5th and the 6th. I have a wedding on the 7th. So yeah, I can't hang out on the 7th, but the 5th and the 6th I'll be in town and should be free. I'm sure my family will want to hang out during the day, but that's your window, bro. The 5th and the 6th of September, that's your chance. Say what up. And then after that, I will not be back until, well, until Decadence, let's be honest. Granted editor privileges. Alright, let's figure this out. Let's figure this out. My advice, don't, Paul. Yeah, man, it'd be great to get a beer, and the 6th is a Saturday, so I don't think you're teaching on Saturday. But yeah, we could go grab a beer on Friday. How do I give this fucking guy editor privileges? Ah! Somebody help me! Twitch. Let's see here. Roles manager, moderator, artist, editor, king, dude. I think I gave you everything. I think I gave you everything. I think you're locked the fuck in, Mowgli. Got it figured out. Yeah, Trey, we could try to get like a poker night or something too if we want to get a whole ganging, but I'd also be down to just go grab a beer with you. I'm gonna start to dig out this part. Really get into two distinct pieces of hair, even though it's all one object. And I'm not even gonna lie, if I do decide to UV this is gonna be a fucking absolute nightmare. It's gonna be an absolute nightmare to unwrap, but that's alright. That's alright, we have fun with it. Sounds good, Paul. I'll let you know. I will let you know. How's teaching going? Any better? Oh, what up, Mommy says I'm special. Appreciate you popping by. What up, bestie? You got any animation, game dev questions while you're in here? Appreciate the likes, appreciate the hearts. Appreciate you popping in, watching some game dev animation shenanigans. Just doing some 3D modeling on this sculpt today. This, I feel like this is gonna want to come in at some point and start mixing with the rest of the mess of hair up top. It's not gonna stay down at the bottom of the hairline like that forever. That would look bad. Ah, thank you. I don't know if I'm overrated. I'm just trying to take it one day at a time. Just trying to take it one day at a time. I appreciate the kind words. And I really appreciate the Heartstorm. You dropping in, leaving some comments, participating. Makes this whole stream way more fun. Makes this whole stream way more fun. I could show you while you're actually in here hanging out. Mommy says I'm special. This is what the full sculpt is looking like. Not this sphere, this is just a placeholder sphere, but it's like a horror movie inspired scary sculpt, so I'm just making a head to put on this clown. Making a head to put on this fool. And it's all, it should be freestanding, like 3D printable, so it could be like a little toy you put on your desk, like let me see what I got. Should be something like my little Luffy with his little base plate. Should be able to stand up straight on its own when I'm done. I'm considering if I really like it when I'm done. If I really like it, I might take the opportunity to go in and actually UV unwrap it and do all the like technical film and animation stuff I need to do to paint it, which would be pretty fun. But I'm undecided. If I don't like it all that much, then I'll just 3D print it and get it where it needs to be and be done with it forever. Luffy, you do we got a One Piece fan? You fuck with Luffy? I got all sorts of weird junk on my desk, to be honest with you. I wonder what else we got. We got the little JJK panda. We got, oh, I got some really weird stuff right here. I can't talk about what this is until I hit one of my goals, but let's see what else we got. Let's see what else we got. Take a little break from sculpting. We got Princess Fiona from Shrek. Ooh, a Tanjiro figure. That's rad. I live out in Georgia in the US. I guess I don't know where you are, but I live out in Georgia, and I live by like one of the tallest IMAX movie theaters in the country. So when that new Demon Slayer movie comes out, me and the whole gang are gonna be at the IMAX in Pooler. You better believe it. Oh, Missouri! I pray for you. Hey, I came from Wyoming, I get it. I don't know much about Missouri, but I don't know if it could be worse than Wyoming. I don't know if it could be worse than Wyoming. There's cool things about my home state. I shouldn't be talking too much shit, but... Do we got 3 fools chilling on Twitch? Oh, she. Oh, she. Alright. Actually, so far I'm pretty happy with the shapes I've made this stream. Normally it's a lot of undoing shit and redoing shit on the hair. I don't think this is gonna pop out here. I think it's gonna pop out more out here. Right as I was hyping myself up, I started fucking up. Nice. Ooh, Texas, huh? Texas is alright, depending on the part of Texas. I don't know which part he's in, but I like, I spent a little time in like Dallas and Denton, and it was fun. Definitely, I mean, I don't want to scare anybody away with politics, but Texas is definitely going through some interesting stuff the past couple years as of late. Georgia too, though, to be honest. Really, it's really just kind of everywhere. Gotcha. You just farming me for Bitcoin, Mac? Hacked into my computer, using it as a Bitcoin farm. Alright, this geometry is getting pretty janky again. Pretty unworkable. So I'll go ahead and remesh it. I know I use all these custom menus, so if anybody's watching this tutorial down the line, anytime I remesh, that's all in geometry. So we got our Z remesher is one option, we got our Dynamesh is another option, and I just have that shit on a custom menu so I can do it faster. But yeah, it's all the same thing. They have a Dr. Pepper museum in Texas. That's fucking rad. I love Dr. Pepper. That's fucking goated. The official beverage of Forrest Gump. We have the benches where Forrest Gump was shot in Savannah. That was pretty rad. This can taper out, so it's not just like a hole in his head. Wow! Smooth that out. It will kind of end, but it just doesn't need to be just like a valley in his frickin' head out of nowhere. That's a little bit better. A little bit smoother. Have I seen The Chosen before? I don't think so. I don't know what that is. Ooh, Sunshine Meadows got a Twitch listener. Said Dr. Pepper's the best. Goated. Best soda. Yeah, Sunshine Meadows, I appreciate you coming in, doing some mod shit, helping me out. Love you, brother. Good luck on your homework. Let me know if you need help with any of that English shit. I'm not bad at it. It's basically a show on the Bible. No, I've not seen it. It just like recounts like Bible stories, or it's like about like, that could be anything. Oh, what up, Danny? I see you hanging out. Let me know if you got any animation, game dev, film questions. Want to know what I'm working on or why? our tune stopped, so I'm gonna pull up some more, like a live action version of the Bible. That sounds crazy. That sounds nuts. I'm gonna go ahead, just shout out the music we're listening to. Isaac Sloan and the Sound Brigade. What Love is like my favorite song. They do. Oh, your dad got to go out to the set? That's sweet. When I first moved to Savannah, I'm a distance runner. So I joined like a little running group out here to try to make friends, and I got hired like through one of the other runners I met to be a zombie in The Walking Dead, or in Fear the Walking Dead, and I got to go to like an old military base for the set, and it was crazy actually. We had I was there for like the series finale, so our very last day on set, they like turned like the crane lights into like rave lights, and like had like a DJ on set, so in between each shoot the DJ would just like start playing crazy bass music, and they would turn all the set lighting into like crazy colorful lights, and all the zombies were like all in our masks and like crazy like bloody clothes and stuff, and we were all just out there like headbanging in between sets, man. Film sets are fucking weird. Film sets are crazy. And if it's like a live action version of the Bible, I bet that's probably like a pretty big budget show. I feel like it'd have to be, so he was probably on a pretty crazy set, I would imagine. Does your dad do like film stuff? How'd he end up on the set for The Chosen? I did not turn music back on. I'm tripping. There we go. Oh yeah, What Love is the last song they play. That'll work. It's like my favorite one of their songs. Yeah, this is Isaac Sloan and the Sound Brigade. Another shout out. And I don't really know how I want these curls to end down here. Terminating the hair is always really tough. Salvation Army Men's Rehab Center. Oh, that's super cool. That's really cool. That's some pretty good work he's doing. Sounds like meaningful stuff. Oh, that's cool. Is there like a favorite place you've been? Somewhere really cool he's taken you? Yeah, I might need to just inflate this and give myself some more geometry to work with. I think we're gonna have to remesh this. Get this a little bit closer to the ear. Ooh, Mexico. Which part? I've only ever been out of the country one time, and it was sweet. It was like the coolest thing I ever did. Oh, that's actually starting to look pretty good. Oh yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, I went to Italy once, and it was the absolute time of my life. Very eye-opening, very different from everything I had known, for sure. I just remember we had a layover in Germany. I stepped off the plane and like couldn't read any of the signs. I felt like SpongeBob when he was in like whatever that place is called, like Lower Bikini Bottom. Stepped off the plane, couldn't read any of the signs, nobody's speaking my language anymore. I was like, alright, we are not in Wyoming. And then we went from our layover in Germany to Venice, and at the airport in Venice, you like get off your plane and then like immediately get on a boat to like take you through the canals. So coming from Wyoming, I really was like blown away. So yeah, this is not how things are back home. I actually think these two probably need to be separate pieces. And this one can do something over here. And we'll see. I'm really pushing this geometry to the limits. I probably need to remesh it here soon. But I like what this is doing. No, that's not right. That ain't right. That's not the right move. Maybe this is all one big piece. I can inflate this and pull it over so it kind of cradles the other one. Yeah, now just make it follow that ear shape a little bit better. I actually think that might be all. That might be all I need to do on the side of the hair. I think I might be able to get away with that. I'll pull it right up against the ear though. And then we'll carve out the hairline too, a couple places. So anything in there. Anything in there. Ah, come on, Live. Come on, Live. Quit dropping my frames. Oh, man. What are we doing? What are we doing? Let me just chill for a second. On my internet think. I don't know why it keeps dropping my frames. We'll just take a second to save this shit. Save next. I'll make sure that saved is 703. Perfect. Let me think. Maybe. I think maybe this piece can connect with the rest of the hair. And this piece will kind of come out from under it. So this can get dramatized, and this can get knocked back. And we're just really trying to round out those tube shapes. Come on, Live Studio, work with me, work with me. Yeah, we just want to kind of get that more like a rounded tube shape. And this geometry, I mean, this is completely cooked down here. Look how bad those quads are. So I don't think I'm gonna be able to get away with sculpting on this for much longer. I'm gonna have to remesh it. But I can at least sculpt out some hairline before I do that. Sculpt down in here more. Whoa. Goddamn. I might thicken all this out before I remesh it. Ooh, this saxophone solo is one of my best friends. Get it, Dodo? Alright, Dodo. What a freak, what an absolute beast. God, I love this guy's music. To Benicio Trujillo out of Denton, Texas. Isaac Sloan of the Sound Brigade. I'm just going to keep shouting them out randomly so y'all don't forget where these crazy cool tunes are coming from. Alright. Have I heard of Alex G? I have not. I don't know who that is. Or if I have, it's not ringing any bells right now. Make that way smaller. Listen to his music. I will, I'll check him out. I can't do it on the stream because it demonetizes everything, but I'll definitely check him out. I love new music recs. Love new music recs. Oh yeah, look, this geometry is starting to get broke here too. Starting to get really hard to sculpt on. So I'm just gonna smooth it a little bit and then I'll remesh. And it's starting to come together. It's all starting to come together. I'll probably have to finish the bottom of the hair after I do the neck and shit too. But we'll see. I just gotta make sure it all goes on the statue I already have, alright? Alright. Yeah, I think this is looking pretty cool. We'll just keep working on the top for a little while. Or actually, maybe I'll come get back down at the hairline. And you know what, I've said like 8,000 times I need to remesh this, so I should probably just do that. Hit Alt S. I'll just remesh to the same number of polygons, adaptive size turned all the way up, and that should fix it. And now we wait for this little orange bar at the top of the screen to do its thing. And it's going slow, it is what it is. Mommy says I'm special, I'm curious. You got like a favorite anime? Or like cartoon? Doesn't necessarily have to be anime, it could be American or Canadian animation too, or wherever. I want these to be, I like this shape a lot, but I don't think I want quite so much space in between all this. Maybe I'll make my pinch brush just huge and, oh no, that didn't work at all. Also, what is going on there? Ugh. Ugh. Nasty geometry. Nasty geometry. That's all one crazy shape. I wonder if I need to break this up more. Actually, you know what might look really nice? Is if I bring this down into here and have it taper off down in there. Togen Anki? Oh, I've never even heard of that. I'm gonna write that down. Actually, I'm gonna pull up a Word doc and start typing down these recommendations. Otherwise, I'll forget them forever. But yeah, let me check it out. It's on Netflix. Bet. Just got caught up to Dawn to Dawn. Also on Netflix. I think that one's pretty cool. Let me see here. Tugan Anki, bet. Tugan Anki and Alex G was the musician, I believe. Cool. That's what's up. That's what's up. Alright. Oh, Abel Draws. Let me know if you got any art questions, man. I've got a bunch of anime tattoos on my leg. A bunch of crazy stuff. I'm about to also be having ramen for dinner, not gonna lie. Dang, I don't know how this geometry got so bad so fast. Ooh, you know what? You know what I think would actually look good if this could come around through with those two pieces. And I'm really pushing what little geometry I have, so this is gonna need another remesh pretty soon. Maybe I'll subdivide it for now and see what I can get away with without remeshing it for a second, but something like that. And then all of this can get dug out more and inflated and stuff. Make it more of like a tube. Yeah, that can get dug out way more. That needs to be inflated. Just try to get this all to be one continuous, like tube-like piece. This can do something like that. Again, just smooth it, taper it. Alright, we gotta remesh this. This is getting pretty nasty. It's getting pretty bad. Taking forever. Please don't crash. Please don't crash. Please don't crash. Please don't crash. Hey, we good. No crashes this time. I have not seen Vampire Night, no. Haven't heard of that one either. Maybe I can pull this down a little bit. Yeah, that's all looking okay. This shape is kind of weird, but Woo! It's starting to come together. Another anime on Netflix. I'm gonna add that one too. I've been watching One Piece like crazy. I can't even lie. The never-ending show. Maybe, just maybe. Maybe I can figure out the rest of this part. Eventually it should kind of start to swirl back up on top of the head. We should have like 2 breaks between the top of the head and the bottom. That ain't gonna be right, but let me just put some swirlies. This is a base. I can always undo it if I don't like it. Just kind of try to figure out what this hair wants to do back here. If it's gonna cowlick, it would all kind of cowlick towards the back. So I kind of just want to get everything flowing to this corner. And if I can do that, if I can get everything flowing to this back corner, I think I'm going to be in good shape. It's just a matter of, can I do that in a way that actually feels and looks good? We're going to find out. We're going to find out. I think all that kind of looks okay as a basic pattern. This gets a little weird. I wonder, I feel like this maybe can be its own piece. I can, yeah, twirl it off in there. And maybe even bring it back down under here too. Just inflate that, make sure it doesn't lose its like tube-like quality. Yeah, I think that could all be a shape. I do think this will kind of end right here. That'll be the end of the that'll be the end of that sort of hairline that cuts out right there. Alright. And I'm gonna pull all this in way closer to the head. I think down here does not need to be that big over here. I can just kind of scooch all that in. And I might, with a giant pinch brush, pinch all this together. Just so it's not like a glaring like hole in the hair. It's just like a nice little part. Enjoy your meal, enjoy your ramen. Mommy says I'm special. I appreciate you coming in, dropping the heart storm, hanging out for a little bit. It means a lot. Oh, we got a Luffy. Derek Jones, we got a Luffy. Let's go. Hey. My dog. One Piece is real. Wish you would have hung out a little bit longer, Derek Jones. We would have had some shit to talk about, but that's alright. It's gone with the wind. Oh, what up, Lulu? You want out of here? What up, y'all? Say hi to my dog. You see her? Can you see my little baby? Hi, do you want to say hi? Oh, you want to say hi? There she is. Oh, sorry, buddy. That was my puppy. Let me know if you have any questions about my dog. Or about game dev or animation, obviously. That's what we're here for. She did not like when I picked her up. It pissed her right off. She'll be alright though. Alright, I like all this. Like that. It's looking good. I just gotta do it everywhere else. I just gotta do it everywhere else. It says I'm inactive. I've been chatting, I've been talking. I've been chilling with fools. Tell me I'm inactive. This gets... I don't love what's going on in here. So I almost wonder... I might knock this huge piece back just a little bit. And make some room in there. And then I'm gonna pull off just another little tiny strand right in here, and it can just taper off down in there. But we'll get it to at least sort of curl in the right direction. Yeah. Just get a little bit more going on up through there. I can push that way down. Way down. And with all of these, what I'm trying to do is just like fake the structure to make it look like these are all like different tubes. Because we know that they're not, like it's all just one big piece of mesh. But I want the light to hit it as if it's like hitting a tube. Like this is a really good example here. So when you're looking at the sculpt, this is gonna look like a tube, even though it's actually this big, weird, flat, abstract shape under here. The way it catches the light, it reads as tube-like. And like same thing if I come in here and just dig out a little bit underneath. This is okay. The shape of this is horrible right now, and part of the issue is that I'm breaking my geometry again. You can see how nasty those quads are getting, so it's getting pretty hard to actually work with. But yeah, I'm just trying to have like a little curl. Pop up, and go back down. Yeah, I'm like out of geometry inside there. You can see it's just like a couple of quads. Maybe I'll add a subdiv layer and see if I can get away with that before I remesh it again. Always like to see if I can do what I want by adding divisions before I remesh. Sometimes I can, sometimes I can't. Like this example, honestly, adding subdivisions did not really fix that twist. So it is gonna need a remesh here soon. Whoa, and what is happening? What on earth? What is the difference between these? What is happening? Oh no. How did that even happen? I'm gonna delete the high poly one. Hopefully that was the right one. Yeah, alright. Sketchy. Sketchy, sketchy, sketchy business. And honestly, I kind of wonder, some of this might, we can maybe push it, could push it into the side of the head a little bit. I don't love how that's reading still. I'm just trying to figure out what else I could do to make this flow a little bit nicer. I wonder if I made this kind of a piece like that, and then this can flow out this way instead. That's too small. So they kind of sit on top of each other like that instead. How's that feel? Well, nah, I think that's worse. Let's undo it. Maybe if we just take the curls we already have and just push them towards each other a bit. That I need to fix. That ain't gonna work. That little like crease down in there. Whoops. And maybe I'll grab like a giant pinch brush. Yeah. And just pull those closer together. And now that looks quite a bit nicer. This little strand, I'm gonna just get it completely separated from that main mass. We're just gonna have it freaking pop out and taper back down. It's just a little teeny tiny little curl. And we don't really have anything else like that anywhere in the sculpt yet, so I actually think it's gonna be pretty nice. I try to avoid doing small little pieces like that, especially when I'm not doing my detail pass yet. But for this, I kind of like it, and it's kind of helping me figure out how the rest of this needs to flow. This is like lost all of its tubiness, so I'll just inflate it. And then we can dig out underneath again. Something like that. Let's see how that's looking. That's looking pretty good. I am gonna keep this sort of flowing with the rest of the hair out that way, and maybe I'll even pinch these together a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, this is all kind of looking like a mess up in here, I'm not gonna lie. And this is like getting whiter down here. It needs to be getting thinner at that point, tapering out. We could maybe even just have it end right in there. That could be the end of that strand, maybe. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good stuff. God, sculpting hair just takes forever. It's just so difficult. Let's see here. I think if I can... I think I want to separate out this strand from everything else I got going on. I want to make sure it's still wave into, so I can just kind of change that shape. This all gets nasty, but if I smooth it out, it'll read a little bit better. It looks like this sucker here can actually taper out at this point. Let me see here. Whoa. Yeah, just kind of taper that down. Smooth it out a little bit too. And I'll dramatize this little curl here. Dramatize this little curl down in here. Yeah, we're starting to get a good shape. We're starting to get a good shape. Let's, maybe this can come into here. Taper out at the end. Geometry is getting a little weird. I might have to remesh to get this to do what I want. You can see it's like really fucked up in there. Really messed up in there. Welcome new viewers. Let me know if you got any animation, game dev questions. Just in here modeling hair. Let me see here. All of this is a little weird. Looks like this wants to taper out in here, so we'll let it kind of see what else we got going on. P5 Sports, what up? Honestly, let me make that curl happen faster. Calic will be... yeah, Calic will be more like that. And this, I wonder if we do like two separate little strands here. undecided. Yeah, and this could like come around that maybe. Smooth it out a little bit. What up, Maddie? Let me know if you got any animation or game dev questions. Just doing some 3D modeling. Let's see here. Yeah, it's gonna be something like that. Grab my damn standard and just carve it out a little bit more. Man, I wonder. We'll see. I kind of wonder if I can convincingly make all of this wrap around into here. Really starting to stretch this geometry out again. Really starting to push this geometry out again. Starting to fook it up. This should make it all the way out in here. Something like that. Alright. Alright. Try to get that shit separated again. I might just have to go back before I fucked it up. Yeah, this geometry is just so broken. We're gonna need to remesh soon to get it to behave. Let's pull that out. And that can get brought down. Push all that down. Again, just try to keep this all kind of tubey. All tubular. Alright. I don't know how I feel about this big old piece. That might just be something that I break up a little bit in the detail pass instead of trying to overdo these main forms. Because the detail pass I'm going to come through with like a tiny damn standard and just like whoosh, fuck all this up and give it like more of a hair texture. So that might help a lot, but this whole moment is a little wonky. I just don't know about it. I see. You know what we could do instead? I think I could break this piece, this big old piece I'm not sure about, and have it taper off right there. And then we can have this be another piece that comes out. Have to pull that up a little bit. Alright, yeah, we gotta remesh this. So let's take a second. Let it load, let's do its thing. Ah, there we go. This took a while. Oh yeah, now I can actually sculpt on all this again. Taper some of that down. Maybe even pull it down in there. Make it a little bit wavier. I think, yeah, make that all more one curve. It's really giving me a hard time down in there. Ooh, I think I'm actually pretty happy with all that. That's not too bad. And this shape is definitely going to continue. Yeah, something like that. Curl all the way around, probably. Can probably curve all the way around, dig it out a little bit. this big strand here, I might actually deflate this a little bit. Or do something so it's not quite so bulky and gross. It just feels a little out of place. Definitely want to try to keep it a more consistent length. Alright, I think I see what's wrong with it. So I think if I go and fix this curve, fix this curve, yeah, now that looks quite a bit better. I'm going to smooth out those curves as well. And I can go back in with my standard. We do even something even bigger than that. Definitely carve out that strand. Fix up that curve a little bit. This is still, that should not come to like a razor sharp point like that, you know. And this down here can get knocked back. Try to keep it more tube-like, faking that light, wrapping around. Yeah, like in there, it's looking really nice. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Yeah, look at that crazy hair. It's coming along. It's all coming together. I'm wondering, oh, I got 2 minutes left before I call the stream. What the fuck is going on there, huh? Huh. What the shit? Yeah, we're gonna remesh that for sure. And maybe I'll Z remesh and let it think and call it a section. Call it a stream. Call it a stream. Yeah. Ooh, I'm really happy with how that sideburn came out. I hope I can do the other side as nice. So far, this is definitely his good side, but it's just this stuff up in here I don't really like so far. Maybe just this one piece that's really throwing me. Like, this just feels like it should. Just kind of feels like it should. Let me just dig this out, clear a little path for it. Kind of feels like this piece should continue to some kind of a point. Something more along those lines. Obviously, I'm gonna have to remesh again. This is really went and janked up the geometry, but what's that? Yeah, I actually do think even something just like that made quite a big difference. So sweet. I do think that's a better shape, and I honestly think part of the problem is I think all this can be closer to the head. I think it's still, like, this is kind of going to be a fade. Although, no, it would still be pretty thick up here, actually. Maybe just pull some of this down in here a little bit closer. I really, at this point in the game, like, I just want to make sure all these main masses have really nice curves and forms before I go through and start doing my detail pass. I just really want to make sure this hair is doing what I want it to. Just because I've talked about it a couple times, before I end this stream, I do want to play What Love Is by Isaac Sloan and the Sound Brigade. It's such a good song. And if anybody listens to this stream, I really want y'all to go check these fools out. Oh, it's literally the last song. Alright, I'm just gonna sculpt until this album's over. That's fine. Ooh, what's all this? Ooh. Almost done with the path to partner. Except for the average viewers. What up, what up?
Hello.
Wife cameo.
Just putting some crafts back.
Nice. Ah! I'm about done.
Oh, good.
Yeah. What?
With
With the stream.
Great.
And I might do like a little 30-minute like Clash cooldown stream after I stop sculpting.
Okay.
I wanted to do an hour and a half and I hit it already, but I also have been shouting out Isaac Sloan and the Sound Brigade this whole time, and I really want people to hear this one specific song.
You what?
I want people to hear this one specific Isaac Sloan and the Sound Brigade song to the very end of their album. So I've been continuing to sculpt until it comes on.
Cool.
Oh, and I think this is it. I think this is it. I think we're at the end of the album.
Oh, you've done it.
Yeah.
I'm still at this, so but almost done. And you can see what I made if you want.
Oh yeah, Isaac Sloan and the Sound Brigade. What
Okay,
love
bye.
is. Okay, bye.
Love you.
Love you. Yeah, there it is. ISSB, Isaac Sloan and the Sound Brigade. What love is. And you know what? I'm gonna just turn this up and mute myself for the end of the stream. Ooh, this geometry is getting pretty broken.
This is a part of two. We get a little help from you guys out there. Real simple, 3 words. Well, I guess 4, 5 maybe. All it is I want to know what love is. That's all it is. And the melody goes like this right here. I want to know, want to know, want to know, want to know, want to know what love is. One more time, but it's just like that.
Wanna know what love is.
Alright, y'all sing it back to us now out there.
Wanna know what love is.
Get a little bit louder out there for us. Come on now.
Wanna know what love is.
One more time for us. One more time.
Wanna know what love is.
Thank y'all very much. Y'all have been a wonderful audience. Take us home. Thank y'all very much, Harvest House. I'm X Sloan. This is the Sound Brigade. We love y'all very much. We'll see you soon. Thank y'all. Good night.
Yeah, there we go. Alright, y'all. That was Isaac Sloan and the Sound Brigade. What love is. I am T-Mosh. This is my sculpture. This has been fun. Peace, love, gratitude. I'll see y'all next time. Boom. End the live.